Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Joe Mixon. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Tony. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. He connects downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down. Again, Stroud made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
Just kind of a confidence builder. The offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to the well again. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they're going for this. Going deep here for the end zone. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Welcome in, everyone. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one, and I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind, but I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson now on the return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Sending him on the dive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take over after returning it inside the red zone. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really come.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
A loss of 11 yards.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Stroud now. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Throw here, 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's 4th down.
Working quickly here. On play action, here's Stroud. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin the game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on 3rd. That'll be caught by Jackson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And they just get the play off. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. We are absolutely sprinting through this game, already through 1 quarter. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Connects on the crosser. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Justin Reed has the INT. 30. The 10. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with...
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He's got him in, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 2-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! DeAndre Hopkins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the try here for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, 49ers nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Purdy now to throw. Got a man, that's Hunter. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Niners first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Now he'll tuck, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That is caught by Hunter. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Andre Johnson, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Get set, get set.
Purdy from the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hunter. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Back to throw, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll try to pick it up himself, and that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find find ways to...
And he works free. Still going. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Arian Foster, 79 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, 49ers 7. Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That was going to throw deep right side.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And we are underway from Houston.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Good.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Texans nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football enough to deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Evans. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. There's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
CJ.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down, Houston.
18. What's up? Stop.
Here's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Play action. Stroud now.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 9.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
Here's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
319. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's second and 10. Stroud looking to throw.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
18. That's it.
Stroud and company going for it. They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
A gain of 29 yards. First down. Texas.
Now Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes it to Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
yards.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
First and 10
there are
at the
times this game is
46-yard
about
line.
patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his second touchdown of the night.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one out wide.